Alright folks, the deck is Rainbow Death Knight. The goal of the deck is to generate and spend a bunch of corpses in the early game, working our way towards a reduced cost Reska, which we can bring back on repeat, thanks to an abundance of Excavate shenanigans, followed by a Climactic Necrotic explosion to close out the game. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle or here on YouTube.
Watch this!
Alright, just follow our curve here. Pause champ, actually human. Let's go here next turn. I don't really have much setup for the Mosh Pit yet. Other than the getting it down before the Primus would be pretty sweet. Although that risks just running into a Reska from the opponent. Making pretty good progress on the excavating so far. It's also a reasonably good pickup at some point in this game, I'm sure. Rude. Also rude.
That feels good. You now take mandible.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
My pain doesn't compare to your play.
The more you struggle.
Yeah, they're not triple unholy. But they are likely running a Reska. I just want to go here and maybe set the Mosh Pit.
This is not what we stood for. Arcane bolt.
Okay, let's go ahead and eat that.
The runes decide your fate. Remnants of life.
We're gonna overdraw here, but there's not a card in my deck that is more valuable than getting rat value, I don't think. If they steal this with the Reska, we just steal it back, is why I'm comfortable making this play right now.
The runes decide your fate. The runes decide your fate.
Look, we could go Reska. Or I could have some fun.
The runes decide your fate. Remnants of life.
You spend a lot of corpses.
symbol of death. I have little time.
Oh no.
The rules decide your fate. The remnants decide your fate.
That feels good. Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again. Very good or alive. Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again. Great harvest, eh, Paul?
Yes, Ma. Unholy, symbol of death.
I just want as many Primuses as possible. How come he didn't just attack again to save the Primus HP? It was wholly unnecessary, but it was funny. So, like, if I wanted to win this game, I would have done things a lot differently than I did.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again. The more you struggle, the better.
Right, that's kind of very bad for me.
It's a symptom of life. Death is a symptom of life.
Like, this is devastating. Wait, what? How is that the play that they made?
That feels good.
Frost, log of the bitter.
Candle much lighter. Here for the door. Get him, Paul. Yes, here.
Oh, my mouse slipped and I didn't get the blood boil off there.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Really better than nothing.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Your tour ends here.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Try it.
Look at these health totals. That's their first one, right? They've already played a rat.
Embrace the gift of death, as I have.
Wow, just randomly cleared our Astalor here. And oh my god, what a turn. Wait, why?
Bound by the runes.
It's a lot of value I just lost.
The runes decide your fate. Bound by blood. Remnants of life.
On the bright side, we do get to gain some more health.
Our gift of fire empowers us.
Embrace the gift of death, as I have. Armies of bone.
I just need to start spending corpses so I can play this gigantic CNE. Why do they keep doing that on their own minion? Isn't that like one of the worst targets? Yeah, welcome, Swag.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Death cannot be bound. Death cannot be bound. Death cannot be bound. Death cannot be bound.
Our gift of fire empowers us.
Fortunately, I do have a few plagues in my deck still.
We only need one.
One fewer now. Do they have any Excavate stuff left? They should, right? They should have another skeleton croon.
Embrace the gift of death, as I have.
My pain doesn't compare to your plague.
Okay.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a live. Buried dead or alive.
Flame strike.
I like lame strike, am I right?
The citadel stands strong. We do what the living cannot.
Seemed kind of risky. Seemed extremely risky. Especially before making this attack.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a live.
Never tell opponent the odds.
Very dead or alive.
Yoink.
You look tasty.
How is CNE one of the bottom 9 cards in our deck in this ridiculous matchup? Like, the one time we have enough actual time to set it up.
Only need one.
And we just don't draw it. Okay, your max HP is only 66? Yeah, I think the opponent got up, like, to 70, right? Why?
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Corpse spending. Look, this is not a miss-lethal. This is giving me one more chance to find the CNE.
The citadel stands strong.
Please.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
I only have a handful of, like, actual cards left in my deck. So surely we draw it here, right? That's so frustrating.
Unshackle me.
You will know pain.
I don't even know if, like, the Reap is good enough early on, but feels like we're just planning to get behind, which I don't really want to. Okay, this works. Alright, let's see if we can get some corpses rolling. Currently, not looking good unless they make some minions for this corpse or crop rotation.
The citadel stands strong.
Look, it's never Totem Shaman, right? But just in case it is. Just in case. Yeah, it looks like just Nature Shaman. It's more corpses, but, like, again, the crop rotation doesn't feel great when it just... all it is 3 mana generate some corpses. That's not a good card. Rag combo Shaman. I'm gonna guess almost certainly not, but I've been wrong before. That's the wrong card. Got a few different options for next turn, depending on how much stuff they kill here. Boy, that's a lot of card generation. Well, that looks like a corpse farm set up to me.
Candle Mudslider, your tour ends here.
Job done.
Why is this an 8-mana card? Oh, Lord. We did. Wait. Isn't that likely to get much better? Okay, maybe something here can save me. Cold Feet? Yeah, that's... Even an Icy Touch could be interesting.
Pick me! Pick me!
Every nightmare must end.
I just want something disruptive here. So they can't, like, necessarily make a big board into burn me for lethal damage. It's too many copies of that card.
Every nightmare must end.
Alright, they only have one flash of lightning going into this turn. And they're overloaded a bit. I'm not used to Shaman actually being overloaded because of, like, the stupid duels hero power.
Go with the flow!
I think we try and find a freeze effect here if we can. Rude.
The runes decide your fate. Frost, mark of the bitter.
Every nightmare must end.
Okay. It's in a good looking burn for me, and we should remove the capacity to get, like, Yaz base value.
I am the rage of our queen. The storm is in the storm is in me.
This is, in fact, why we wanted to set up the, like, they could have easily attacked into bio here, and that would have been just devastating for me. See what's in here first.
Remnants of life. I have but little time.
Any questions? Every nightmare must end.
Turn wasn't spectacular, but I think it's hopefully good enough. After we saw them use a bunch of burn last turn. That's bad.
Every nightmare must end.
Breathe it in!
Short one corpse there. And now they're gonna heal for
The
13.
runes decide your fate. Decide your fate. I must swim faster. We do what the living cannot. You have only delayed the inevitable.
1, 2,
Will know pain.
3, 4. Are you gonna hit legend? I don't know. Depends on how much more standard I decide to play.
Here for the tour?
It's quite the turn 1 that they just had there.
Candle Mudslider.
This isn't great crop rotation value, so I think we just trust that we get good stuff off of this.
Mudslider.
Can't miss 1 point of damage. That would
Calls to
just
you.
devastate Twitch chat. Rock.
Lightboard is killing it!
Jeez. If I hadn't drawn this, I probably wouldn't make this play here, but I did draw it, so kind of want the corpses to spend.
You now take mandible!
Oh, hey, Odin.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
And there is a bot problem in WoW is the same in standard. Doesn't feel as prevalent, but there were quite a lot of bots when I was like climbing early. And getting through certain rank bans was not a lot of fun because of the bots. But once I powered through, it was relatively fine.
We do what the living cannot.
Yeah, I'm not sure that that glyph needed to be played there, but opponent disagreed. Pretty sure it was also like a 0 mana glyph too, right? So it was like extra unimportant to play.
The more you strap out, the better.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a like this.
I was kind of hoping we'd hit the other one.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
More corpses to spend.
By the Evan Blade!
Arcane bolt.
We do what the living cannot.
Dead Air would have been sick with Reska. Is Reska undead? I guess she is.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
I don't actually know how I feel about leaving a Reska on the board into the potential of them just having a Reska for it, though. So,
Take a good
Yeah.
look. You ain't never seen a light again.
I don't think it was necessarily as good of a play as, or as obvious a play. Really do want to see Dead Air get played. It seems like a card with such high potential. As somebody who has played it before. I don't think it does. Hey, welcome, Taskless.
You have earned an eternity
Heck yeah.
of torment.
Sadly, some potential will never be reached. Yeah, and some like didn't exist to begin with, like Dead Air.
The runes decide your fate. Unholy, symbol of death.
Well met.
Anonymous. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Really appreciate that. If they ever actually made a Death Rattle focused package for Death Knight, it will hopefully have its home. I mean, they did that, though. I think that's why Dead Air was originally printed, right?
Death cannot be bound.
Didn't they need to Reska there?
Frost, mark of the bitter.
You net less XP by roping out games. Haven't seen a rogue in a while.
Wanna hear my playlist?
Okay, Mex.
Observe, analyze,
Definitely Mex.
engage.
Job done.
Toys are much more fun to raise.
Nope. Know what's going on, but my green screen is just, like falling over on me for some reason. Hey, we drew the card finally.
Candle Mudslider.
It's actually pretty good for dealing with that and removing the magnetic, assuming we don't die.
Twist this, tighten that, and bolt over there.
This isn't the greatest turn on the planet, but very critically it like neutralizes some of their threats, which is important. We need to reliably make sure we don't just have like lethal showing or potential lethal showing on board.
Mechanical host exceeds expectations by 1000%. Wanna hear my playlist?
I didn't need that to die,
Twist this, tighten that,
and that to die.
over there.
Just get collapse forehead.
You nautic mandible!
Like, I don't even necessarily want to corpse farm into this because this, like, reversing switch thing would be pretty brutal for me. Arena went pretty well the other day. Probably will play some more of it at some point.
You Sow.
The citadel stands strong!
Just pray they don't have it, I guess. I need to start ramping up the CNE anyway. And this is kind of like a nice mid-sized minion where not the end of the world if they snab its stats. Welcome, late toy. There we go. Less excited about that. And that.
Great harvest, eh, Paul?
We can still eat that if we hit a Primus, or just steal it if we hit the Reska, so... Definitely got ways through this. Rude.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Our gift of frost shields us.
I don't know how reliably we would be able to, like, survive the output of these. That makes this extremely sketchy. Yeah. Oh my god, what an obnoxious deck.
Want to hear my playlist? You Sow.
Like, I just can't, I can't do anything right now. Except sit back and watch. pray they don't get Wind Fury. And pray that they, like, actually play cards at, like, in a reasonable amount of time, right? They've been going so unbearably slow.
Arcane Bolt.
I was hoping that wasn't the order. See if we randomly die to a Wind Fury. This is just such obnoxious behavior. Like, they're not going to get attacks off.
Our gift of fire empowers us.
Exceeds expectations by 1000%.
Alright, these are great early game minions, so let's pitch them away. This is very much an improvement. Astalor also always good. Okay, was not expecting that. That's a good way to spend some corpses. We just go ahead and reap what we sow on that. Wow. Right, now we just need to generate some corpses. Which I guess should be pretty easy with the crop rotation, but not quite enough to get full value on the corpse farms. It could also just, like, spin this hand away. It's a lot of extra cards. Especially with this.
Is someone there?
Like,
no, nobody there.
These don't do anything immediately, so...
Here for the tour?
Let's hold the hero power since next turn is likely the Ball Buster. Okay, so they're plaguing. Okay, so they're also excavating. Which I suppose is largely expected. We can turn this tour guide into an ogre. Let's see what's in here first, though. That actually seems quite good, doesn't it?
Pick me! Pick me! Your tour ends here!
Rock. Welcome, guy. Alright, we've got a nice sticky board. Just need some more corpse generation again, for the sake of the corpse farm. So I'm not going to spend 3 mana to remove a 1/1 though. This probably expends the crop rotation now. It doesn't seem that important. What's in the box?
Firmly grasp it!
Any questions?
All right.
You here can spell Zinjari.
We only need one.
The runes decide your fate.
See if we can maybe get lethal here.
Frost, mark of the bitter. Firmly grasp it!
Easy game. You just needed to firmly grasp it. Mage is also rainbow, right? At least a lot of the time. Let's look for early game. Could be elementals instead. Does appear to be elementals. Actually get a like good clean crop rotation here. Cool. So there's like that spell damage combo that this deck potentially plays, right?
Need more lava.
We could try and steal the spell damage legendary with the Reska.
Pressure builds. Magma rises.
Or we're just going to die.
Candle Mudslider.
That would be a little bit of an issue now, wouldn't it?
Bask in my radiance.
I'm once again just desperate to find a collapse off of this next Excavate. I think that's the only thing that can save me. It's Lightning Storm in Standard. I believe it is, but I'm not sure how that would help me. Collapse, please.
Mudslider.
Job's done.
You will break as we have been broken.
You don't take pity!
a good look. You ain't never seen a light again. Very bitter alive.
Technically still alive here.
Punched by a giant dwarf? I see you. I see you.
Clear this, and then hero power into this. That leaves 3 damage on the board. And sets up for a Reska next turn. It's gonna be very close. Like the flame spell will kill me. I think that's the best I've got here. Please, no source of damage. It's a good start. Oh.
You are a master of destruction. All will serve.
Okay, 2-3. Looks pretty good. Like, Death Knight goes onto the board, right? So be prepared for that. This is a good, like, option if we don't have stuff to rush into.
Me have that for you. Me have that for you.
Well, I think we're going to have stuff to rush into, but we'll see if it's worth. Maybe because I drew a corpse farm. Want to get those rolling.
Leave bones, please.
Two is less than 3. So this takes the most damage off the board. With the potential to go like Reap into Rush Trog and finish cleaning this up anyway. Or even just a rock. I mean, getting towards Reska is also a benefit of playing that corpse, the crop rotation. Might just need to be a ball buster. I'm so tired of all these cannot be targeted minions. Feels like I pushed some stuff on board because of the pile of bones. And then we should be able to set up for like a corpse farm into coin Maw and Paw next turn. Or a canary Maw and Paw.
Very persuasive.
Ha-ha! Ha-ha!
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Great harvest, eh, Paul?
Yes, Ma.
Yeah, let's get the harvest going. Should be able to protect them next turn if they survive this. Seems likely.
Our gift of frost shields us.
Yes.
Arcane bolt.
Conquer in my name.
Well, at least those are gone now. But we did lose Maw and Paw. Rip in peace. Uh-oh.
Candle much lighter.
I require more mana.
Frost bolt.
Job done.
Astalor is not yet online. This deck typically doesn't run a lot of burst, I don't think. And we can set double taunts next turn.
The scourge you watch over this world is a swarm
Could also just die.
of destruction.
It seems probable.
I have but little time.
No way did they get these attacks off at this pace, right?
You no take pick at.
Be the brain.
Here for the tour.
This is not what we stood for.
Titan's a good craft for a wild and twist. Well, at present they aren't legal in twist. So, probably not there. They are strong cards, some of them are played in wild. But just crafting cards independent of... Like, I can't give recommendations for what to craft without knowing your collection and what decks you're trying to build. So... It's not a thing that I typically do.
Go forth and defile these lands. I have but little time.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a like. Buried dead or alive.
Frost bolt. Our gift of fire empowers us.
Your tour ends here.
As long as we don't die here somehow. It also feels pretty difficult for us to die from here to a singular card. Unless it's like the discover a unholy rune card or something. Or we could just disconnect at a situation where the game is almost over. That's pretty cool too. This Death Rattle will go off first.
Your tour ends here.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a like.
Didn't think that through. I forgot about the buff on this. Oh, good. We get to play another turn. Honestly, the disconnects are super distracting when you're trying to formulate a game plan. Miss Lethal. I wish I had noticed that. Thank you.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
The fallen will serve.
Oh my god, even with the disconnect, opponent took more than 2 times as long as us. Well, I won't miss lethal this time, right? Oops, I did it again. How could I?
Very dead or alive.
At least Britney Spears is proud of me.